What's up guys, this is Migs and welcome to the far side. So D23 is right around the corner. For sure we'll get tons of announcements from Star Wars and Marvel Studios during their presentation. Coming off of Kevin Feige's massive reveal laying out plans for Phase 5 and Phase 6, we can expect something big for D23. Let's talk about the rumors and speculations on what Marvel has in store. The entire event will take place Saturday, September 10 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Going back a few weeks, Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige unveiled the master plan in San Diego Comic-Con. The entire panel showed the official schedule for the next few years, teased planned titles for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and showed trailers not yet available to the public. The goal is to increase the hype for MCU's future. Both Avengers movies, Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars, are slated for 2025. All supporting movies and shows leading up to it were teased as well. The sheer amount of titles in the relatively short amount of time is really wild, not to mention unprecedented. In short, that's the long-term reveal to get you on the hype train at least for a couple of years. In contrast, D23 will fill in some of those gaps in the schedule as well as hype the short term, i.e. projects in the near future, maybe the next year or so. That means casting choices, director confirmations, updates on Disney Plus shows, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get big announcements in regards to some of the projects they've been cooking for some time but due to legally binding circumstances isn't available to announce just yet. We'll get to that in a sec. And personally, I think D23 will be focused on the actors that will be playing popular superhero characters in these projects and their respective directors. Maybe not so much on the overarching plan that we got in SDCC.
Let's count them down.
Let's start with Deadpool 3. The Merc with the Mouth is legally within the MCU and has some competition in the form of She-Hulk with her breaking the fourth wall thing, but the Deadpool 3 movie seems to be in limbo. We know the script is in a secret vault under the ocean, written by Deadpool 1 and 2 veterans Reese and Wernick. Also, Ryan Reynolds has been seen getting ready for the part, and no one can deny Deadpool turning out as pivotal in the multiverse fight is hella awesome. So pray to all the known MCU pantheons to give us some form of update in the Marvel presentation this Saturday. Next we have Eternals 2. Yes, She-Hulk teased the massive cliffhanger of the first installment where the celestial Tiamat turned to stone during the birthing process known as the Emergence, and half of the team gets taken by Arishem. It has been teased that Eternals 2 is on its way, possibly directed by Chloe Zhao, who helmed the first one. But the question is, when is the release date? A possible slot lies between Fantastic Four and Avengers Kang Dynasty. If Marvel wants them to join the fight against Kang and join the Secret Wars event, then we have to get some form of closure by then. Unless they plan to bench the team entirely, then we're looking at beyond Phase 6. Moving on to Shang-Chi 2, The Wreckage of Time, which sounds dope and to me possibly connects to the overarching villain, the Master of Time himself, Kang the Conqueror. Since the movie is such a success, bringing the Master Kung Fu to the main 616 universe, Marvel has confirmed movie number 2 right after its release. Still, the question is, when will it happen? Well, SDCC didn't give us a definite answer, so best bet is D23, especially since Destin Daniel Cretton will surely be front and center, who has now been confirmed to direct Avengers Kang Dynasty. Maybe they'll have him on stage and share a few of his thoughts on making one of the biggest titles in cinematic history. What are his plans and concepts for the movie? We'll definitely wait to find out. I think one of the main things to expect is information on Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. There's a ton of rumors surrounding this, leaks and rumors are going around. A lot of the Hollywood trades are reporting that Matt Shakman, the director of the WandaVision series, is in talks about directing the new Fantastic Four movie, which is slated for November 2024. Also, we have heard that the winning plot pitch to Marvel will be true to the comics and that it's lighthearted and will be focusing on exploration. Coming off of Paramount's Star Trek movie, it's not a stretch to think he's getting some ideas from the franchise. The Fantastic Four does have their origin take place during a voyage, and they have a rep of operating in space, especially with villains like Galactus and the likes of Silver Surfer. Also, there's a lot of interest for the cast, who will play Mr. Fantastic, Sue, Johnny Storm, and Benjamin Grimm, aka The Thing, in the main 616 universe. There are insiders in the industry claiming that Penn Badgley is in talks to play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. Last we heard, there are other actors in the running for this role, and it's unclear at this point if he's confirmed for the role, so he can definitely come out on top by D23 or somebody else entirely. The other actors rumored to be considered are John Boyega, known for his role as Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and even the name Henry Cavill has been thrown around. That sounds freaking awesome, guys. Honestly, for me, he can pull off Hyperion too, but maybe too meta, having been Superman from DC, but I can see him as Mr. Fantastic, no problem. It's also possible Susan Storm casting will be announced too. Frontrunners include Amanda Seyfried, Lily James, Vanessa Kirby, and Jodie Comer. Personally, any of these actresses would be great. Marvel has been on top in terms of casting, so no worries there. So Reed, Susan, the director, of course Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm castings should be announced too. Obviously, being Marvel's first family will come into play in the movie, so hopefully everything translates well and we get the definitive answer by Saturday. Also, a lot of the Disney Plus shows, especially a lot of the missing pieces in the Phase 6 timeline, should be announced by then. Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus special Werewolf by Night is in deep production, directed by composer Michael Giacchino, recently confirmed that he is directing the Halloween special, and Mahershala Ali's Blade will make his on-screen debut in this special. Other titles that didn't get love from SDCC is of course Armor Wars, What's Going On There, and maybe other things that have been rumored but were not officially announced by Marvel and Comic-Con, like the Disney Plus show Wonder Man. Aside from here, Nathan Fillion as lead and Ben Kingsley reprising his role as Trevor Slattery. We know very little of this project, but from his comics history, we think this show can be another fun sitcom in the vein of She-Hulk, this time set in Hollywood. But let's get into crazy rumors in internet land. There's a lot of juicy stuff to talk about. For instance, World War Hulk. She-Hulk has released a serious teaser involving Bruce Banner, aka Smart Hulk, going off planet and definitely planting foundational elements that should have a payoff on the show, but may also set events in motion for Hulk's eventual solo outing, especially when rumors abound of the legality finally allowing Marvel to release a Hulk movie by 2023. She-Hulk seems to be pointing to a possible Scar, Son of the Hulk storyline. It might not be exactly the World War Hulk in the comics, in regards to a gladiator turned king deal, but having a family and having to return as a world-ending threat is still viable. I think a lot of the fan base have been clamoring for more Savage Hulk, and we just might get what we're asking for. This will definitely give the most needed juice to the MCU lineup. OG characters like the Hulk have long been the pinnacle of the MCU, and Kevin Feige has pretty good sense about these things. Ruffalo also said he's up for the role, so I say let him do it. Also, a lot of the Spider-Man rumors are going around. No surprise there, as No Way Home broke box office numbers. An announcement of some sort in connection with the various versions of Spider-Man would be in order. Still no word on Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. We don't know what's going on in these secret Marvel Sony meeting rooms, but they do say they're actively pushing the story forward. When is the new trilogy going to happen? What is the word on the MCU-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Also, Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Venom 2, what's up with that? There are rumors surrounding Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 3, especially with the new D23 poster of him and another unnamed Marvel Sony collab coming out next year, so we'll definitely stay tuned for those as well. A project I'm super hyped for and most probably has the best chance of getting announced is the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. It's supposed to start filming soon, and the movie itself is slated to come out in July 2024. Marvel has already planted the seeds on this anti-hero team. Val has recruited US agent from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, in Black Widow. Other possible characters are Anthony Ramos playing the character The Hood in the Ironheart show, Val played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, of course, and probably by the end of She-Hulk, we'll see Abomination as a possible muscle for the team, Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Baron Zemo in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and also the craziest one yet, John Bernthal as Frank Castle, aka Punisher. Man oh man, this team isn't known in the mainstream but has the potential to blow up, especially when the likes of John Bernthal, Punisher, Punisher is in the mix. Massive rumors that he's coming back as the Punisher, reprising his role in the new Daredevil show in Disney+. He was also great during the Netflix run, and to me is the quintessential version of the Punisher. The thing is, bringing Punisher back would entail further projects with content in contrast to the family-friendly theme of the platform. In any case, I'm excited to see what Marvel has in store for such a lethal force like the Punisher. Announcements for Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Marvel Sony Love Babies, and projects, casting for Mr. Fantastic, Sue, Johnny, the members of the Thunderbolts, Punisher, Deadpool, and Mutants primed to blow up. People are gonna be hyped. Anyway, that's it for the D23 rumors and theories and leaks. Things to come from Marvel Studios D23. Let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already for more Far Side videos. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.